Close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths. With each inflow and outflow of your breath, allow yourself to become more relaxed, more comfortable, more peaceful. As you drift into a deep state of relaxation, imagine that you're transported to a beautiful, serene, natural environment. The air is warm and fragrant, with the aroma of sweet tropical flowers. The sky is deep blue with only a rare billowy cloud lazily floating by. The sun bathes you in its comforting, warm light. The sounds of exotic bird songs and the whisper of a soft breeze through the trees offer a soothing auditory background. Nature is lush in her extravagance around you. Lush, abundant, extravagant, exotic, sensual. In this beautiful place, imagine yourself lying on a blanket on a soft grassy mound. Feel the sense of connection, the sense of comfort to all of nature, allowing the nurturing sounds, sensations, sights and smells to give you a sense of deep comfort. You are returning to the womb of creation. Enjoy this experience of being embraced and nurtured by Mother Nature. This is where you came from. When you are ready, slowly orient yourself back to this place in time and carry your feelings of comfort and relaxation wherever you go. Wherever you go, bring the whole universe with you. And when you're ready to open your eyes, glance at the screen to see how you brought the state of inner beauty back into your body and mind.
Finding inner happiness is cultivating compassion in our heart as a daily practice. The Dalai Lama says, oneself is the first beneficiary when cultivating compassion. Through compassion, one becomes truly happier and with profound satisfaction and greater sense of meaning and purpose in life. Now let us do a meditation on compassion by cultivating a deeper realization of the basic nature of our humanity. This is meditation using the power of contemplative thought. It is a powerful tool to cultivate compassion. It is like churning the milk which helps to manifest the butter. We are able to manifest the butter of compassion from the milk of our heart and mind through the power of contemplative thoughts. Now let us practice this together. Contemplate this. When I get up in the morning, I brush my teeth, take a shower, and try to have a nice breakfast. I also try to have a good education, nice house to live, nice car to drive. Why I do all this? Because I have this basic instinct that I want happiness and do not want suffering. That's why also when people are kind and helpful to me, I like that and I appreciate it. When people are unkind and harmful to me, I naturally do not like it. Can you feel this? Now, I should reflect this same reality upon other people. Then I should see that they are also pretty much doing the same thing as I do, like brushing their teeth, to wanting good education, good partner in life, and good home to live. Why? Because they are also same as me, that they want happiness and do not want suffering. They also appreciate when you are kind to them. They also don't like if you are unkind and harmful to them. Are you contemplating with me? With this kind of reflection about our common humanity, it helps me to open my heart for others and become more sensitive about other fellow human beings' well-being. I will start to feel other people are same as me, who also wants happiness and do not want suffering. Therefore, if we human beings can cultivate a deeper realization about our basic human nature, then we can become more compassionate human being. We will not try to harm each other, but to be kind to each other. As a result, we will find more peace and happiness within and without. This is the true value of cultivating compassion through the power of contemplative thoughts. Can you feel the power of this contemplative meditation? We must try to imagine and contemplate these thoughts every day.
You know, so often we are taught that we have to choose between looking out for ourselves, looking out for number one, and being selfish, or being self-effacing and altruistic and giving, which is at our expense. And it's a false choice. What studies are teaching us is that when we act in a way that forgives someone else, when we have compassion, when we come from a place of giving and altruism, it's really the most selfish thing that we can do, because it's what frees us from our own stress, our own suffering. Now, this is a different idea than many of us are familiar with, but it's a powerful one. Study after study has shown us that people who feel lonely and isolated, not only does that affect the quality of our lives, it actually affects the quantity of our lives. It affects our survival, and to a much larger degree than most people realize. When we do something to help somebody else, when we can be more compassionate towards them, when we can have a sense of giving to them, that also frees us to see that on one level we are separate, but on another level we're part of everything that's connected. And so in the same way, these very ancient spiritual practices, research is teaching us how powerful and practical they are in our daily lives, not just to live longer, but equally important, to live better. So from that place, close your eyes for a moment and think about somebody that you're having a hard time with. Maybe they did something really bad to you. Maybe they just did something that you don't like. Maybe you're just having a hard time working with them. Maybe there's someone in your family that you're having a hard time relating to. Now, it's easy to just say, okay, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this. But maybe that person is your spiritual teacher in another form. In fact, maybe everyone is our spiritual teacher in another form. And if somebody is really annoying us, maybe it's because they're resonating with that part of our own body and our own mind and our own hearts that we haven't yet really dealt with, that we've kept in the shadow. There's an old saying that when you point your finger at someone, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. And so when I find that someone's really annoying me, there's a good chance that it's because it's resonating with part of myself that I don't like very much and that I haven't really dealt with. So, for the moment, sit in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and take a couple of slow, deep breaths just to center yourself. Now, bring to your awareness an image of someone that you're not comfortable with. Maybe they did something to you that you didn't like. Maybe they didn't do something to you that you wanted. For whatever reason, allow yourself to see that person in your mind's eye as clearly as you can. And if possible, bring as many of your senses into this as well. That you can hear the sound of their voice. You can imagine what they smell like, what they feel like, what their presence is like when they're with you. And pay attention to how you feel now that you're bringing them into your space. Even though it's only an image, your body reacts to images in your mind as though it was really there.
Your mind doesn't know the difference, even though part of you, of course, does. On a visceral gut level, your body will react as though that person was really there with you. And in some ways, they really are. Now notice how you're feeling. Notice your breathing. Are you breathing now a little faster? A little more shallow? Are your muscles a little more tense? That's useful information. Now, when you think about it, ironically, we often empower the person that we're the most uncomfortable with to make ourselves feel really the most uncomfortable. A few moments ago, when you were just sitting quietly, before we started this image, you were feeling pretty good. Now maybe you're not. The only thing that's changed is what's going on in your own mind. So, if we can change it in a way that creates stress for ourselves, we can also create it in a way that allows us to get back to a place of health and joy and peace and healing. It's us. So, now that you're with that person that you're angry with in your own mind now, let's reframe that in a different way, because you have the capacity to do that. Now, see that person in a more compassionate way. Maybe they should know better, but maybe they forgot what they already know, or maybe they never learned it. And to the extent that you can replace the feelings of anger with love, and the feelings of holding on to the sense of righteous injustice with forgiveness, then it doesn't condone what they've done, but it frees you from the negative effects of that. So keeping your eyes closed, see if you can find a way to see that person in a more compassionate light, in that light of love and forgiveness and understanding. It doesn't excuse what they did, it doesn't condone what they've done, but it frees you from the effects of that. Now, I want you to try something even more difficult, but even more powerful. Imagine something that you've done in your own life that you have a hard time forgiving, that you don't like about yourself, and we all have things like that. Go back to the point in your life when you actually were in that place and you didn't do what you thought you should have done, or you did something that was hurtful to you or to the people around you, or both. Pay attention to how that memory, that image, is affecting you right here and now. It may have happened years ago, but it's right here and now that it's affecting you in a negative way. Again, pay attention to your breathing. Pay attention to your muscles, if they're tense or not. Pay attention to your sense of your mood and how you're feeling. If you're feeling sad or depressed or lonely, those are important clues, because again, awareness is always the first step in healing. Once we become aware of what we're feeling and how it's affecting us, we can change it, transform that. So in that spirit, allow yourself to reprocess that image of yourself, to recontextualize it, to reframe it. Try to take a more compassionate view towards yourself. Try to say, yeah, maybe I should have known better, but I learned something from that process. I don't have to carry that around with me anymore. I can let it go. So take a moment, in whatever way you can reframe that, allow yourself to feel as much love as you can for yourself in this moment, right here, right now. Allow that love to fill every cell in your body, every cell in your heart, every cell in your mind. The darkness and the light can't be there at the same time. When you shine that light of compassion and love in your own heart, in the darkest, deepest recesses that you may have even shut down even from yourself and your own awareness, the darkness is no longer there. Just feel that sense of love and compassion for yourself that you want to feel from other people. Right here at this moment, to experience true and complete joy in ways that maybe we never even dreamed were possible, but are. Take a moment and imagine that that's happening now in your own body, in your own heart.
Compassion is the highest way to transcend any conflict, because compassion is rooted in love. When you are compassionate to someone who creates you conflict, the seed of love is planted in that person's heart, and that person becomes more loving, so there won't be left any source of conflict. So compassion is the highest way. Now you must practice the heart breath, and this will help you to transcend the obstacles. We should count 1 to 5 for each inhalation and exhalation. Is this clear, my friend? Let us practice this together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now practice this heart breath until you feel that your heart is opening and feel calm and serene. This is good for you.
Now, I'm going to guide you through a visualization to practice gratitude. Begin by centering yourself in your breathing. One way to do this is to find a point a couple of inches below your navel and imagine that the breath moves out of that point and it fills the whole bowl of your belly. So as you breathe in, your lower back, your belly, and your sides expand. And as you breathe out, your belly and sides and back contract, and everything goes back to that central point. Feels kind of like a wave. Breath coming from the point, filling and expanding your belly. breath moving back to that point. Now that you're focused, remember a moment when you really felt gratitude. As a memory of gratefulness comes back to you, I wonder where you feel it in your body and how it affects your breathing. As you re-experience what gratitude feels like in your body, the openness of the heart, the openness of the mind, the curiosity, and the expansiveness. So stay in your center. Feel how your breath expands, fills the bowl of your belly, and comes back. Stay focused in your breathing, eyes and ears and heart wide open, re-experiencing those feelings of newness and gratitude. Remember, this is your own true nature, which finds the potential and the beauty in all things.